What if your entire life could change? Not by doing more, but by doing what truly matters. What if there were just 7 simple habits that could transform your relationships, your mindset, your success, and the way you see yourself? This isn't just a book. It's a mirror, a guide, a wake-up call for anyone tired of drifting. In the next few minutes, you won't just hear a summary, you'll feel a shift. Because once you understand these habits, you won't live the same way again. Welcome to the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, reimagined, retold, remembered. Chapter 1. What if the problem is you? Have you ever felt like the world is working against you? Like no matter how hard you try, things keep falling apart? You plan, you hustle, you push, but peace, fulfillment, real progress, they always seem just out of reach. Now pause for a second. What if the problem isn't out there? What if the problem is the way you see the world? You see, most of us walk through life wearing invisible glasses, a lens shaped by our beliefs, past wounds, and daily habits. We don't see the world as it truly is. We see it as we are. That's where the journey begins. Not with changing your boss, not with fixing your partner, not with wishing for more time, more money, more luck. No. Real change starts from within. Before you can be effective in the outside world, you must first conquer the inner one, because how you see is how you act, and how you act is what you become. This chapter is not about blame. It's about responsibility, the powerful kind, the kind that says, if I'm part of the problem, I'm also part of the solution. It's a quiet revolution, not in the streets, but in your mind. A shift from reacting to everything to creating what you want. This is the first step to becoming truly effective. Not busier, not louder, but deeply aligned with what matters most. So, here's your reflection. What lenses have you been wearing? And what would change if you chose to see differently? By Chapter 2, The Power of the Pause. Imagine this. You're stuck in traffic. A driver cuts you off. Your coffee spills. You're late. You want to scream. Now here's the twist. You still have a choice. Most people live in a loop. Something happens, they react, end of story. But the most effective people, they pause. Between the stimulus and the response, there's a gap. And in that gap lies your power. You don't have to yell, you don't have to blame, you don't even have to agree. You get to choose. That's habit 1. Be proactive. It's about taking control of your response, about realizing that you are not your mood, your past, or your environment. You are the author. You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose the weather inside you. The people who master this feel lighter. They stop reacting to life like it's a fight. Instead, they lead their life. They speak with intention, act with purpose, and live with clarity. So, here's your challenge for today. Next time life pushes your buttons, don't react. Pause and ask yourself, who do I want to be in this moment? That question alone can change everything. By Chapter 3, begin with the end in mind. What would people say about you if today were your last day? Not the version you post online, not the busy version always chasing deadlines, but you, the quiet truth behind the noise. Would they say you were kind, courageous, a person of principle? Now ask yourself this: are you living like that today? Most people are climbing the ladder of success only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. They chase goals, titles, money, but forget the why behind it all. Habit 2 is a call to stop drifting. It's about living life by design, not by default. It's about beginning with the end in mind. It starts with one powerful tool, your personal mission statement. This is not a bucket list, it's a compass. It defines what truly matters. It guides your choices. It aligns your daily actions with your deepest values. Effective people don't live reactive lives. They build their lives on purpose. They say yes and no with clarity. They invest in what outlives them. They write their story before the world writes it for them. Reflection. What would your eulogy say today? And what do you want it to say years from now? Your legacy is being written, line by line, with every small choice. So start now and begin with the end in mind. By Chapter 4, put first things first. Have you ever ended the day exhausted but unsure what you actually accomplished? Your to-do list was full, your calendar was packed, but your soul still restless? Welcome to the chaos of modern life. Here's the truth. Busy doesn't mean productive, and urgent doesn't always mean important. That's where habit 3 comes in. Put first things first. It's about learning to say no, even to good things, so you can say yes to what truly matters. Picture your life like a jar. If you fill it with sand, emails, texts, errands, there's no room for the big rocks. Health, family, purpose. But if you place the big rocks first, the sand finds its place around them. Effective people plan with intention. They don't let the urgent hijack the essential. They schedule time for thinking, for relationships, for rest. They build boundaries around what matters most. It's not about time management. It's about life management. Ask yourself, what are the top 3 things I deeply care about? And do they actually show up in my daily routine? If not, you're not living your values. You're just reacting to noise. So today, pause. Don't fill your day, shape it. Because when you put first things first, you stop running in circles and start moving forward on purpose. By Chapter 5, think win-win. Life isn't a battlefield. It's not you versus them, it's you with them. But too often, we live like everything's a competition. If you win, I lose. If I succeed, you must fail. Scarcity thinking, that there's not enough to go around. That mindset, it poisons relationships. It destroys trust. It turns life into a game of survival, not success. Habit 4 flips the script. Think win-win. It's not about being nice. It's not about giving in. It's about seeking solutions where both sides win, where everyone walks away stronger. In business, it builds partnerships. In marriage, it builds connection. In friendship, it builds respect. Win-win isn't soft, it's bold. It requires courage, creativity, and character. It asks, how can we grow the pie, not fight over the slices? It means seeing others not as threats, but as teammates in this human experience. Here's a shift. Next time you're in a conflict, stop asking, how do I win? Instead, ask, how do we both win? That question alone changes the entire dynamic. Because when you shift from me to we, you stop keeping score and start building something that lasts. By Chapter 6, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Have you ever had an argument where both sides were talking, but no one was listening? It's like 2 radios blaring at each other, each waiting for a pause just to respond. That's how most conversations happen today. We don't listen to understand, we listen to reply. We hear with the intent to fix, to judge, to win, but not to truly feel what the other person is saying. And in doing so, we lose connection, we lose trust, we lose people. Habit 5 offers a better way. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Imagine this. You're in pain and someone jumps in with advice before even hearing your story. Frustrating, right? Now imagine someone looking into your eyes and saying, "Tell me everything." They don't interrupt, they don't fix, they just hold space for you. That's real listening, and it's powerful. Because once someone feels understood, they open up, walls drop, egos soften, solutions emerge. Whether it's your child, your partner, your coworker, understanding them first is the bridge to influence. Brain tea. Next time someone speaks to you, don't plan your reply. Don't solve. Just be there with your ears, your